Welcome to Week in the Rebel with Shereen Thor. Holy shit buckets, do I have a podcast for you, y'all. Ever since starting Awaken the Rebel, the movement, I've been really developing like what the heck this philosophy is. And now that I'm launching this podcast, I really have wanted to be clear and encompass that philosophy so the people who listen will get like, yeah, I'm with it. I like what this girl's doing and I get what she's about. And I'm not going to lie. I hope you're getting it. Like, who freaking knows? It's not super simple to say in one thing or another, but I will give you a little deep undertone today. So we're going to get personal. You guys ready to get to know me really friggin' well? Like, this is about to get awkward. Vulnerable and awkward. Let's do this. So, I was raised in a family where, like, okay, so I'm Egyptian, and it's a collectivistic society, for those of you who don't know what the hell that means. By the way, sorry if you're hearing weird noises. Hopefully my editor can edit it out, because there's, like, cars driving by, and I just literally was so inspired I had to just record. I was like, okay, we're doing it. So, collectivistic society is one where it's really more important for you to sort of please the community, and an individualistic society is one where it's more important for you to please yourself. And so America is very individualistic. Egypt is very collectivistic. You know, like Asian culture is very collectivistic. Indian culture is very collectivistic. Like, you get the picture. Like, so for me, you know, my whole deal, the whole foundation of like the rebel movement was, oh, my mom wanted me to be a doctor, lawyer, and engineer. I didn't want to. And so I rebelled and became this like crazy comedian, life coach girl. What a loser. Just kidding. But it did take my mom a while to come around. And so in essence, a lot of the ways that I learned unconsciously as a young kiddo was that taking care of yourself or doing what you want is really bad. Like, you don't get to do something that's out of what the collectivistic society would want for you. You don't get to disappoint your parents. You don't get to become like, you know, this shameful embarrassment, all that kind of stuff. And so I think that's a lot of the reason that I branded as Awaken the Rebel. Like, this idea that every time I do something for me, or like answer my calling, or like take a step towards my truth, or be the truth of myself, or like take a stand for emotional health, take a stand for like being a good mom, or whatever type of life I want, it was always bad. It was like, ooh, you're so bad. And so I learned that, okay, well, if I want to be happy and do me, I got to embrace being bad. And so that was a big precursor for why I branded as Awaken the Rebel. I don't think I knew that at the time. I just think I knew, okay, well, it's bad when you live a healthy life and don't follow the directions of your, you know, expectations like projected on you by other people. And so you're a rebel. Ooh, you're so bad. But I will say I've been struggling a lot lately with a situation between my sister and I. Love her, and I would take a bullet for her. But we have a very weird love-hate relationship we always have. I wish to the freaking moon and back that it wasn't that way, but it is. And in a lot of ways, while I have a lot of pain around that, it's also been one of my greatest teachers in life. And so, you know, just rolling with the punches, y'all. This is where like idealism goes out the window, because life just isn't fucking perfect, whether we want it to be or not. Like, however I think a sister relationship is supposed to look clearly isn't how mine looks. So anyway, basically what's happened for me is I think I have mastered the rebel, you know, like I have learned how to be okay with disappointing people, to answer my truth, and like let them be upset. It's okay, you know, like I get to do me. What's been really hard is not being able to come to terms with being viewed as the villain. Like, even though I'm saying like, it's okay to disappoint, let them be upset, and I take action towards that, and I live my happy life, even if someone else doesn't like it, there is a part of me that's like secretly bothered. Like, oh no, like they think I'm the bad guy, and I'm not the bad guy. I'm a nice guy. I don't want to be viewed as the bad guy. And let me tell you, when you're a nice person who wants to people please, but you're not people pleasing, it is fucking torturous. My God, it's terrible. It's horrible. So anyway, I've definitely, even through the throes of being this like crazy rebel queen girl, that's like my next level, is really processing that idea of, you know, is it okay to be the villain in someone else's story, even though to me I'm not trying to be. I'm just trying to be a nice guy, just trying to do my thing. But someone has chosen to interpret my behavior as negative, and letting them be disappointed is one thing, but like also processing guilt inside of myself that drains my energy, takes away from my life, takes away from my energy, adds to my stress, is toxic inside my body, hurts my marriage, hurts my relationship with my daughter. Like, that's my next level where I'm learning how to really move through that. So I had this really banging session with my coach this morning. And that's why I literally had to record this right now. I'm actually walking my daughter in the stroller down the street in Santa Monica. I literally was like, I don't care. I need to record. It's happening. So anyway, so we're talking about, me wishing I could do more for my sister, wishing I could be more for my sister, but knowing that if I do more and be more, it's actually just not healthy for me. Like, we've reached a point where I realize I have to have better boundaries with her, and I have to just kind of protect myself a little bit so that I'm not susceptible to getting so hurt and stuff. And what that means is she might be right in saying that I'm aloof or I don't care. It's not true that I don't care, but it might look that way from her angle when I'm not helping as much or being there as much or whatever, I used to be expected to do, like in my family of origin. So, that's what we were talking about. It was dirty. It was good. And so I kept saying, I want to be more compassionate towards her, and I hate that I can't. And my coach was like, well, I get that you're making it all about being compassionate towards her, but what about compassion towards yourself? And in that moment, honestly, I just cried. I just thought whoa, that's true. Because what I'm doing is I'm beating myself up for not being a doormat. I'm beating myself up for not answering the call of a very old and unhealthy dynamic for me to be there for people at all costs and at my own expense. And so in a lot of ways, it was really interesting. I thought, man, that's a great point, coach. That's why I branded as Rebel. It was all about it's okay to be bad, because in order for me to take care of myself, it was viewed as bad. And so, man, that's really a next level for me, to have compassion for myself, to really go, not only is it okay to be viewed as bad because I don't have to freaking please everybody, that's just crazy talk, but also, what about me? What about compassion for me? What are the ways in which I need this for myself, and that is more than enough, and it's more than okay, and it's not bad, actually, almost lifting the rebel off, lifting the bad perspective off, and just saying, this is health for me, and I have compassion for myself, and I choose health. And so while it doesn't look like how I think a sister relationship should look, and while my little nicey person inside wishes I could do more and be more, it's unhealthy for me. And since I have so much compassion for myself, I choose health. Oh my goodness. I love that so much. And I have to say this too, because this really was when the tears started flowing. She basically said, you not giving or not doing doesn't make you any less of who you are. She said, you can do your own affirmations, like I am loyalty, I am compassion, I am generosity, I am love. And even if our dynamic does not allow for me to display those things actively, it doesn't mean I'm any less of who I am. And I release her. And that was when I was like, whoa. That would be amazing if I changed the subject from screw you, I get to do what I want, you can't make me, into I am an amazing person, and just because I don't get to display actively the qualities that I believe make me amazing with you, based on just choosing health, it doesn't make me any less of who I am, and I release you. I release you from being a part of what I need to see myself in a certain way. I release you from being a certain way or acting a certain way or responding to me in a certain way so that I can feel like a good person. You get to be whoever you are, and I am myself. No less, in your company or presence, no more, just me. So I just had to share that with you guys. My goodness, what a freaking life changer for me. If I could just master that shit, woo! I would be rebelling all over the place with compassion for myself and not feeling guilty about it. What? Total game changer. So anyway, I turn it to you, my friends. Where in your life are you allowing other people's perspectives to make you feel guilty and bad instead of having compassion with yourself about what you need and that you get to be cared for as well? You're important just as much as they are. And you're more important than what other people think of you. So let's just be honest. Just so many fucking opinions everywhere. There's no way we could get everybody to like us. So anyway, I love you. I thank you for being a part of this movement. And holler at awakenrebel.com. Let's be friends. And I'll catch you on the next one. All right, now, bye.